Hey everybody, Simbasic this year again to talk to you about what I bought and what I watched today. And as I said yesterday, Hurricane Sandy can't keep me from buying movies. I went out today in the brunt of the storm. It was pretty windy, trees were coming down, the rain was pretty heavy as well, but still, I had to go out, do a little shopping because stores were still open, so why not head out and buy some movies? So I did head to another Dollar Tree store because like I said, I wanted to head out there and look for the Ernest Scared Stupid, which my Dollar Tree store did not have in stock. So I did head out to one of those stores. Also hit up my local BJ's today, got a few titles from there, so let's take a look at what I got. So like I said, the first store I hit up today was a local Dollar Tree store because unfortunately my town's Dollar Tree store did not get Ernest Scared Stupid in stock. They did seem to get it in every other Mill Creek release, but for whatever reason, they never got Ernest Scared Stupid. So I headed to a Dollar Tree store a few towns over, and luckily enough, Ernest Scared Stupid. Very, very happy to get this. Now, I do already own this movie on DVD. However, I do own the Mill Creek DVD release, so I will be replacing my Mill Creek DVD release with the Mill Creek Blu-ray release. But like I said, very happy to get this because I'm a huge fan of Ernest and I'm a huge fan of Halloween. So you stick the two together and you get a fantastic movie. Absolutely love this one, and getting it for only $1 on Blu-ray was a steal. But that wasn't all I picked up from the Dollar Tree store. They also got in some DVDs, so of course, had to look through those. Ended up picking up 6 titles, again, all for $1 a piece. And the first one I grabbed was The Wendell Baker Story. Now this here is a complete blind buy. I've never even heard of this story, and I know nothing about it. But what drew me to it is the lineup. It stars Luke Wilson, Owen Wilson, Eddie Griffin, and Eva Mendes. That sounds great. The synopsis also sounded pretty interesting, and I did look up reviews online, and it gets great reviews as well. So I figured for $1, I'll pick it up and check it out. The next title I picked up was American Splendor. This here's a movie I've wanted to see for the longest time now. I am a huge Paul Giamatti fan. Every time I come across a movie that stars him, I have to pick it up, and I always end up loving him in the film. He's just a great actor. So this here's one I've definitely wanted to check out for some time now, because not only do I love Paul Giamatti, and I've heard he's great in this, but I also hear the movie is just really good. So getting this for $1 was a steal, and I cannot wait to sit down and check this one out. Then I picked up What a Mess, Christmas Mess. And this here I was very excited to come across, because I do already own this on VHS, but I figured this is one of those VHS tapes that I just would not be replacing anytime soon, because the DVD isn't something I ever come across. And unless I feel like ordering offline for way too much, I was probably never going to pick up the DVD. So coming across it today for only $1 was excellent, and I can now sit down and watch all the episodes on here that were not available on my VHS. Then I grabbed a title that was a complete blind buy, but I figured for $1 it looked interesting, and I'd check it out, and that was 'Twas the Night, A Holiday Celebration. This just looks interesting, as it says right here, as seen on HBO. Again, I know nothing about this, but it is all animated. I love animation. I love Christmas as well, so I figured this would definitely be worth checking out, and for only $1, if it's not good, I didn't really waste much. The next title I grabbed was another complete blind buy, another title I've never even heard of, and that was The Last Hitman. This does get great reviews online, so from that alone, figure for $1, I'd pick it up, and I definitely look forward to checking it out. And the last DVD I picked up from the Dollar Tree store was House of D. This here's a title that I have heard of, but the only thing I've really heard about this movie is who it stars. I have no idea what the film is about, but I did look up reviews online, and this also gets fantastic reviews, so again, for $1, definitely had to pick it up. After the Dollar Tree, headed on out to my local BJ's wholesale store. I was hoping maybe they had gotten in some new titles, but unfortunately, they did not. But there were 10 titles that I definitely wanted to pick up, all for $9.99 a piece, so I did splurge a bit, but I definitely think it was worth it. And the titles I grabbed were Seasons 2 through 11 of Cheers. This here completes my Cheers collection. I now have the entire series. Very happy about that. And even though I did splurge a little bit, $9.99, $10 is my limit per season, so I didn't really pay more than I had really expected to pay. So getting all these for $100 was a good deal in my mind, and I definitely cannot wait to sit down and watch the entire series back to back, because I love this show. So that's it for what I bought today, so now onto what I watched. And today's first Halloween Horror-thon title was Trick or Treat. This here is a Halloween classic. Personally, I feel this is the best Halloween movie since John Carpenter's Halloween. It is fantastic. And I do usually watch this movie every year on Halloween. However, the wife tonight said she really wanted to watch it, so I wasn't going to deny her the pleasure of such a great film, so I decided to watch it a little bit early. And that doesn't matter, because it's such a good film. I'll watch this one any time of the year. It is just fantastic. A great anthology movie. I love all the different stories. There's like 4 or 5 stories going on. They all correspond with each other. I love how at the end of the movie we do a complete 360 and we end the movie where we started off. It's just such a great film, and the stories are fantastic. They're all creepy. They're all fun. It is just a great movie. I don't really want to go into this movie too much and explain anything or really give anything away, simply because it is that good. If for any reason you have not seen this movie, you must go out, buy it, and watch it. This is something you have to have in your collection. Again, one of, if not possibly the greatest Halloween movie ever made. Alright, I don't want to necessarily say that because probably John Carpenter's Halloween's the greatest Halloween movie ever made, but definitely a close second to that. It is just that good. So, like I said, I'm not going to spoil anything for you. I'm just going to say, if you haven't seen this, buy it, add it to your collection, and watch it immediately. It is just that fantastic. And you can get this for pretty cheap. It doesn't really sell for that much. It's not an expensive Blu-ray or DVD. It is a rather cheap title. So definitely grab this one. Yeah, again, not too much more to say about it that, without me giving anything away. It just is a fantastic movie. But I would say, if you've only ever seen this movie once, watch it again. Because one of the things I love about this film is, after you've seen it the first time, you already know what's going to happen. You definitely start to pick up on things. Since it is an anthology story where all the stories revolve around one another, you start to notice things within each story that take place in other stories. You also notice little hints at kind of what's going to happen. There are points that people say something and you're like, I get that. That's a clue kind of towards what's going to happen, towards the end of this certain story. And it's just a really fun watch, even if you've already seen it. And you will constantly be picking up on things. Even this time around, there was things that, even though I've seen this movie 20 times or so, there were still things that I've missed those 20 times around that I just picked up on for the first time watching it just tonight. So again, a great, fantastic movie. I'm not going to spoil this one for you. Go out, buy it, add it to your collection, and watch it 1,000 times because you're going to absolutely love it. And the second Halloween Horror-thon title I checked out today was The Lost Skeleton of Cadavra. This is another great film. If you are a fan of just cheeseball 50s and 60s sci-fi movies, you're going to get a kick out of this one. It is a spoof movie. It does make fun of the whole genre. It's really over the top. It's really ridiculous, but it is a lot of fun. And especially if you are a fan of 50s and 60s just sci-fi movies, then you're definitely going to love it and just love how they lovingly spoof it. Because it's not a movie necessarily completely like making fun of it and bashing that genre movie. It's lovingly paying like homage to it, but making fun of it all at the same time. One of the things I find interesting about this movie is not only are they making fun of it, but it's shot in a very interesting way. Because it's shot in a way where you can tell all the puns and where they're making fun of the genre movie, but it's also shot as if it's really happening. Because there are certain things throughout this movie that wouldn't actually have been in a movie, because there's things like the things that the aliens say, and when Animala's, licking the ranger's hand and stuff, they would never put something like that in an actual B sci-fi movie. It just, it makes it seem like, oh, this is actually happening, yet it's not, because we're spoofing what's going on at the same time. So I find that interesting that they shot it like that. It just, whether they did it on purpose or not, I don't know, but it definitely makes the movie have an interesting feel, because you don't spend the whole time thinking to yourself, oh, this movie's a spoof, because it's something that could actually, well, I mean, it's not actually happening, but they shoot it as if it were something that was actually happening, which definitely helps with making fun of it, because it doesn't make you constantly think this is a spoof movie. You actually get into it, and you kind of care about what's actually going on. So again, just a fantastic, fantastic movie, and definitely one for fans of just 50s and 60s B sci-fi movies. The whole thing's shot in black and white. The whole thing, I think it actually takes place, doesn't seem to stay on the back here. I think the movie actually takes place in the 60s. All the clothing, all the vehicles, everything about this movie has a very 60s feel to it, and it looks perfect. You would not really know this movie wasn't shot in the 50s and 60s if you didn't actually know. The picture quality is a little bit too good for something shot back then, but if you know, you didn't know what you were watching, you might actually think it was from the 50s and 60s, because they just do that good of a job with the movie, even though they are spoofing it. So this is definitely one to add to your collection and check out. Unfortunately, I do not yet own the sequel to this. There is a sequel that I really, really want to get. I was going to order it this year, but for whatever reason, I never got around to it. So I'm definitely going to pick it up for next year and check it out, because I hear it's pretty good, and if it's anything like this, it's going to be fantastic. So Lost Skeleton of Cadavra, definitely pick this one up. So that's it for what I bought and what I watched today. Definitely excited about all the titles I got today. Heading out to the Dollar Tree store, getting Ernest Scared Stupid, and also all those other great DVDs was a fantastic deal. Can't wait to see those. And also completing my Cheers series for, unfortunately, $100, but still, I completed my Cheers series, so I'm very, very excited about that. Also watching Trick or Treat. It's a brilliant film, one of my all-time favorite Halloween films. And if, like I said, you haven't seen it for any reason, add to your collection, check it out. I swear, you'll love it. It's a brilliant, brilliant film. And the same thing goes with Lost Skeleton of Cadavra. It's a great movie. If you're into 50s and 60s B sci-fi movies, you're definitely going to want to check it out. It's a lot of fun and just shot very, very well. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned to see what I bought when I watch tomorrow. See ya. So like I said, the first store I hit up today was one of my local Dollar Tree stores, so look for Ernest Scared Stupid on Blu-ray, since my local Dollar Tree store did not have it in stock. And luckily,